What is up YouTube? James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of the Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon's Singles Battle Spot series. Today we are using the Webs team for one last time with Tyranitar, Lucario, Kartana, Araquanid, Latios, and Nidoking. Let's get started and play some games. So whenever I play with this team, let me just say, Nidoking, if I did win games, Nidoking tended to be the star because Nidoking ended up doing a lot of work for me in general when I was playing with this team because Nidoking was always the clutch mon. But let us see what my opponent has today. Going to be the team of Blaziken, Tapu Lele, Landis variant, Thundurus variant, Greninja, and Metagross. So dual Mega. Greninja is scary. Webs would be nice against this team. It really would. It would help a lot against my opponent, but I just don't think I can bring it. Can Tyranitar set up on this team? I doubt it. There's probably Focus Blast. There's too many moves that probably threaten my Tyranitar to where it can accurately set up. Kartana, don't really think it can do that great in this match. It's probably Scarf Lele, I would imagine. Gets destroyed by this team otherwise. I'm thinking maybe go Latios as the lead. I'm expecting maybe Thundurus to lead to deny my webs. I think I'll lead Latios here. The question is, what do I want in the back? Do I want to rock on this game? Because it might not be that great of an option. I could see my Lucario putting in work, which I think I'm going to try. And then I think I have Nidoking in the back. Let's try it out. The Araquanid would actually be decent here. I think this is the first time we're bringing Latios? I don't remember. I played a few games with Latios, but like I just never really brought it, and I don't remember if I brought it at the times I was recording. So let's see how this is gonna go. No, I think we brought it. Did we bring it? I cannot remember. Alright, Tapu Lele gonna come out as the lead. Not the most ideal Pokemon to see as the lead. I was really hoping to catch something else. Moonblast is gonna probably come out. I do want to see if it's Scarf Lele or not. This Pokemon's a threat though. This Pokemon's a massive threat. Throw off a Shadow Ball. Yeah, this is already looking pretty bad. So I'll throw off a Shadow Ball here. Try to go for a 2 KO on Lele. I don't have a good switch in. I could go Nidoking, but that breaks my Sash already, and I feel like I might need my Sash for like Blaziken. I know Latios could potentially beat it. Oh wow, it's not Scarf. So Shadow Ball will come out. It is a 2K on the Lele. Moonblast's gonna come out. I think I would survive this because Latios does have high special defense. Yeah, I do. No special attack drop. Thankfully. What would you go afterward? I kind of want to go for my Z move potentially. Because I could see you trying to get Greninja out. But you could be Sash Greninja. You know what? I don't see a reason not to just draw out the Guild Havoc here. Latios doesn't have much time to live anyway, as we are going to see Lele retreat into Blaziken. So that's pretty ideal, because a Guild Havoc and a Blaziken is damaged, but I mean, it doesn't really change much at this point. So we'll get the Guild Havoc off. Finish off this Blaziken. But the question is, what happens after? I don't think this knocks out Blaziken either. I mean, it's Z-Thunder from Lottie. And Blaziken doesn't have the best special defense in the world. If it was mixed with maybe a my special defense nature, I think it would KO. But I think this is going to come close. Yeah, it doesn't finish it off. It doesn't get the speed boost this turn, which is really good here. You have to protect Blaziken. I'm trying to think, do I need to sack this Pokemon? It really comes down to what do you have in the back. I think I'm gonna go Nidoking. Because you have to protect Blaziken. Like, you absolutely have to protect Blaziken this turn. You need the speed boost. Because I don't technically have to, yeah, I think you have to protect with Blaziken turn 1. It is Mega Blaziken, so we do reveal that. Yeah, it has to protect. Alright. The question is, what's more valuable to me, Lucario or Blaziken? It depends on if you have Greninja in the back, I think. Because you don't have Metagross most likely. The only Pokemon I really see me threatening it is with Greninja. So I have to make a 50-50 call here. Do I expect Greninja or do I expect anything else? I think you have to Flare Blitz this turn. Flare Blitz, I'm not sure if you're going to get enough recall from Latios. You know what? I'm going to go Lucario. I'm going to go Lucario here. Sack it to a Flare Blitz. Or if it's Fire Punch, I'm going to be really in trouble. But I think you would have Flare Blitz. No, you protect again. Okay. Now you can finally move. I think I'll go Latios here. Maybe my opponent thought was worried I was Max Speed Scarf. Okay. Or just scouting what I was going to do. I'm going to go Latios here. Sack it to the Fighting type move. High Jump Kick. Does connect. And this is the end of Psychic Terrain unless my opponent has a Psychic Terrain Extender. Like the Terrain Extender item. When this disappears on the battlefield, I can go Lucario. And I really kind of just want to go for the... This is tough. Is my Nidoking max speed or is it modest? I don't know what speed test stat this is. I think it's modest. I'm gonna Vacuum Wave. I'm gonna Vacuum Wave the Blaziken. It's not Scarf Lele. What's the Scarf user? You could go Lele here, but I'd rather go for the Vacuum Wave here, trying to knock out the Blaziken here. So let's see. Okay, you give me Blaziken, which is actually a big relief because I can handle the Lele with my Nidoking. What's your last Pokemon? Actually, it might still come down to stuff because I don't think I can beat... Like if Landorus comes out, that's a big problem. Landorus does come out. I think it comes down to what kind of Landorus you are. If you're Scarf plus Timid Lele, that's problematic. Gonna go for Flash Cannon here. I have to sack Lucario. You are Scarf Landorus. It comes down to... Okay, it's not over. This game's 100% not over. But now it comes down to who's faster between Nidoking and Lele. And I'm guessing it would be the Lele. Well, actually, is a Nidoking base 95 speed? I think it is. I think it's speed ties with the top boost. Yeah, I'm pretty sure speed ties with the top boost. So if it's modest, we could come down to this. I'm going to fire for an Ice Beam. You could go out into Lele potentially, but no, I think you would just stay in there quick, yeah. I mean, it's the same odds either way. So bring down to my Focus Ash. Maybe keeping Latios. No, I think I had to sack Latios no matter what at that point because I needed to keep my... I needed to make sure Nidoking had a sash for whatever was in the back. Nidoking goes down. Especially with Greninja. Lele gonna come out. It comes down to Nidoking versus Tapu Lele. Who is faster between these two? Only time will tell. I really hope it's Nidoking though. Or if it's a speed tie, I hope we win it. But it looks like the Lele will be fast. I don't know if it's timid or modest. Might be... I don't know. If it's modest... I just don't know how much damage Moonblast does to Latios. I guess I could have gauged that, but... Good game to my opponent. Mega Blaziken was tough to break through. I did weaken my Latios pretty well, but I did weaken my Latios, so I didn't exactly have the best switch-ins to Blaziken at that point. But yeah, I don't think there was much I could do otherwise. I mean, I made the Vacuum Wave play. I was really worried if my opponent actually went like hard Lele, hard Landers. Actually, if he went hard Landers there, it would have been even tougher for me. I don't think you even have to risk the Lele there. Because if you go hard Landers there, you could just go for Earthquake at that point. And Scarf Earthquake would have just swept me. So yeah, the having actually yeah, I think if my opponent did that, I was 100% screwed. So my opponent actually gave me a chance. Well, depending on if it was Monster Timberlake. We got a Scizor, Tyranitar, Thundurus Fairy, Landorus Fairy, Tapu Fini, and Celesteela for our next opponent. So Nidoking does really well here. It pretty much hits everything on my opponent's team. I don't need webs up this game, which is nice. So I don't have to bring a Rockon in this game. Lucario's pretty okay in this. This is a strange one. I think leading Nidoking isn't too bad. I can threaten things with Fire Blast. Yeah, you know what? Let's go. I think the 3 Pokemon I do want in this game would be Nidoking, Lucario, and Latios. Because I think they offer the most pressure, and I think Nidoking can just fire off a threatening lead. All it really comes down to, like, what do you lead for my opponent? If you lead Tyranitar, I'm going to switch hard into my Lucario, I think. Or I could fire off an Earth Power. That also works too. Because I could, because depending on this Tyranitar set, I just don't know. I feel like the most common set I've seen has been a Rock move, Ice Punch, then Earthquake. So maybe what I could do is if Tyranitar leads, I Earth Power, switch into Latios on the Earthquake. Who knows? There's a lot of options my opponent can go for. I don't like my Scizor matchup though, depending on if it's Superpower or not. So Thundurus is gonna lead. Ugh, that's a scary Pokemon to deal with. That's a scary Pokemon to deal with. Do get Nidoking in. I'm gonna have to break my Sash, don't I? Yeah, I'll trade my Sash for damage on this Thundurus. As Thundurus is gonna switch out, maybe fearing I'm Scarf. Celesteela is gonna come in. Okay. I do have my Latios, and I think I will switch into my Latios next turn. Yeah, so it's not leftover Celesteela. What are you gonna go for? Heavy Slam, Flash Cannon. Gonna go Latios here. Maybe my opponent fought out of his Life Orb, so I'd be able to knock him out. Yeah, that also explains it. Heavy Slam gonna come out. I will be fine with my Latios, because I will take this. Not well, but I do take it. And you know what? I know it's a bad idea because I could go for a Psychic here, expecting the Thundurus potentially, but I'm just going to fire off the Gabled Havoc, because if I do have it, I might as well. My opponent doesn't suspect it, but we are going to see the switch out into Thundurus, so good play. I could have went for the Psychic or the Draco Meteor there, but I think this is alright. Because one, I could get a Draco Meteor off into this Thundurus the following turn, which I don't think would be too bad. Yeah, I don't think this is too bad at all. And if it's Scarf, it probably has to lock itself into Hidden Power Ice to knock me out. I don't think Thunderbolt would knock me out. And even if you do lock yourself into Thunderbolt, my Nidoking's a safe option. So I can go for a Draco Meteor right here. As... Why'd you have to miss Latios? That was such a crucial hit. I needed that Draco to hit so I could put it in range of my Lucario's attack. Oh, that's actually really dumb. That's really dumb. Because now I'm going to go Lucario, and now I can't knock out the Thundurus. I'm not going to go Nidoking here at this point. Maybe I could have went Nidoking, actually. No, because I'd have to sack my Nidoking, most likely. I'm going to nasty plot up as we're going to see Thunderous withdraw. I think my opponent expected maybe for me to have, maybe my opponent expected me to have the Ice Punch. I am kind of bluffing it. At this point, it looks like Nidoking can actually win this game if I weaken everything. If Fire Blast can knock out Celesteela at the range it's at, maybe. And if I can knock out the Thundurus. But that's a tough order. Alright, Lucario, start plotting up because I need you to knock out this Feeny or just do a bunch of damage. If this is Waltarium, we're going to have some issues. If it's any other Feeny that's not Waltarium, or Specs potentially, because I don't know if Specs knocks me out. Here we go, Flash Cannon. It's a berry though, okay. So that's a lot easier to handle. Surf coming out. Okay, that's really a lot easier to handle. Okay, so Surf gonna come out onto my Lucario. Thankfully not Muddy Water, as a lot of people know I don't like that move in VGC. I'm gonna go for Flash Cannon once again and pick up the knockout onto this Feeny. So we do get rid of the Feeny here, and that's pretty big. Getting rid of the Feeny is nice, and I'm about to do a lot of damage to something in the back. However, I just don't think I have the tools to beat down both of my opponent's team. I think it comes down to... Okay, Celesteela comes out. Interesting. I mean, I'm going to go for Aura Spear right here. How much does Aura Spear do to Celesteela? I did not think that would knock out. I think my opponent made a mistake. Should have went Thundurus. Thundurus comes out. Yeah, I win the game now. Because Aura Spear will put you in range of Ice Beam, and my opponent does know that and does decide to forfeit. So I think we just got really lucky, and I think I think what my opponent thought, because here's how the game progressed. So basically, I brought in a Latios against a Celesteela. No one really does that unless you have some kind of trick. So yeah, what would have happened there basically was I would go for the Z Thunder in case you don't switch in, because if I can knock out Celesteela, that's great. I don't really want Celesteela to get a special defense beast boost if it does have it. So I'll go for it anyway, and if not, unless it's Scarf Thundurus, if it's Scarf Thundurus, you lock yourself in the move, I could set up with my Lucario. If not, I basically hope that if you're not Scarf Thundurus, I can just drop a Draco Meteor to put it in range of my Aura Spear or Flash Cannon from my Mega Lucario, and it makes it easier for my team to handle. And the reason I went Lucario was at that point I kind of gave up, but maybe like the little slightest hope in me could bluff an Ice Punch that could threaten the Thundurus. And even though I didn't have Ice Punch, if my opponent knew the team, could have been really sour, but ended up working. Mega Lucario was able to pick up some big KOs there. And yeah, I still don't know what happened. I was really going for a Lucario sweep at that point with my Latios being able to weaken. I guess maybe I should just fight off the Psychic, because it was kind of suspicious I would bring Latios against the Celesteela, and my opponent should know that. But I didn't want my opponent to protect, potentially. I don't know, but we got our last opponent of the day. Decidueye, Altaria, Blaziken, Porygon 2, Staraptor, and Mimikyu. Weird team. Weird team. Okay. There are a lot of scary parts about this team. What is scary? The Decidueye. The Mimikyu. I don't know what Altaria really runs. Well, it's probably Mega. It could be Mega Blaziken or Mega Staraptor. Also, another problem with this team. It's really weak to Mega Blaziken. It doesn't have good switch-ins to it. Let's see. I think I want to go Nidoking. As a lead. No, I don't think I want Nidoking as a lead, actually. I think I actually want Cortana as the lead. Nidoking, Lucario. Oh, this is tough, because I don't see a real good way to break through Blaziken combined with Porygon 2. This is gonna be so awkward. I don't think I can break through it effectively. Because I'm trying to think, how do I break through both of those Pokemon at the same time? And I really can't. I was thinking of debating Nidoking as a lead, but in case Blaziken doesn't lead here, I do need Blaziken pretty healthy. So Staraptor's gonna lead. Which is still pretty bad for me, but I guess not the worst. The close combat that isn't too bad. I mean, I think I'm just gonna try to get some damage off. So it's not Scarf. I want to see if it was Scarf. It's not Scarf. We will be able to get a Z move off. At this point, Latios might have actually been the ideal lead, but the problem was, if I had Latios, that's just like a free invite for Porygon 2, and I really didn't want that. I just really don't want my opponent to get a free switch into Porygon 2. So Black Hole Eclipse hopefully puts it in range of Flash Cannon from my Mega Lucario. That did a lot of damage. Close Combat does come out. I'm guessing you're Choice Banded? Not Choice Banded. Alright. I'll be able to Smart Strike now. And that will be able to knock out Staraptor. Staraptor has to retreat if it wants to survive. Otherwise, I get a Beast Boost, which wouldn't be too bad here. The problem is I'm probably inviting Blaziken, but I do have my Sash on my Nidoking still alive. And it looks like my opponent gives me Staraptor, so I will be able to knock out the Staraptor right here. Yeah, perfect. The Staraptor was a threat to my team, which I'll definitely take. I don't know if Mimikyu's in the back, but if it is in the back, I'll take that Pokemon too. Oh boy. This is still troublesome. Decidueye going to come out. You might have a form priority. You're going to go for it. I'm still going to go for Night Slash. Sucker Punch, yep. And I don't think there's really a point of stalling this out much longer. So I'm going to go my Nidoking here. I do need Sash for the Blaziken though. This is a problem. You see, I don't know where the Z move is. The Z move could be on the Decidueye, which means, or the Mimikyu, which means I can't really go. This is tough. I'm gonna go Nidoking here, and I think I'm just gonna throw off a Fire Blast and hope it can knock out Decidueye. I mean, Decidueye is actually a decently bulky Pokemon, so this could not knock out potentially. Okay, didn't go for Sucker Punch. If we knock it out, this is huge. That's not even close. Is that AB? No, that's a Z move. I mean, we do have Sash for a reason. So this Z move on Decidueye. Oh boy. Alright, so Z move's gonna come out. Gonna break me to my Sash. I'm guessing my opponent's gonna go for Sucker Punch afterward. Then I think it comes down to the follow-up and what's in the back. If it's Blaziken, I have to play really smart against it. Sash does come out. Gets a crit, which I don't think matters. And I can go my Lucario on Sucker Punch now. So I'll go into Lucario and risk it here. Hopefully you go for Sucker Punch. Get a Sucker Punch, perfect. And now I'm gonna Nasty Plot up, and now it really comes down to who's in the back. If it's Blaziken, I have to make a 50-50, right? And if it's Mimikyu, I think I just auto lose at this point. I'm not sure if he brought Mimikyu in the back. I think Blaziken's just so good against my team. I feel like he will bring Blaziken. Let's see though. Wonder if it is a AV Decidueye, or if it's just no, it's not AV. We already saw the what's it called? What did we see? It's called the Z move. Yeah, we saw the Z Crystal. So I'm guessing it might be the Blaziken in the back at this point. We will go for Nasty Plot here. I don't think the Decidueye has a move that can knock me out. Curse. Okay. So what's that last Pokemon? I mean, the Nasty Plot was the right call, I think. Actually, no. Nasty Plot is only the right call if the last Pokemon is the Mimikyu in the back. I mean, the Blaziken in the back. It's Altaria. Oh, jeez. You probably don't Mega Evolve. Huh. No, my Nidoking can win. I just need one attack off. Yeah. Oh, wait. If you Dragon Dance, I could be in a shoot. Why are you Mega Evolving? Now you're weak to Fairy. Unless you expect I have... No, I don't have Ice Punch. Did you expect me to have Hidden Power Ice? I get the Flash Cannon off, and that's going to be a good game. Yeah, so Altaria goes down, and yeah, that's the game. What? That's not what I expected at all. What I thought was going to happen was maybe like a Dragon Dance in regular form, attempting to live the Flash Cannon. I think it comes down to whether you live +2 Flash Cannon into +2 Vacuum Wave. I think that was like the way my opponent could have won, because I think that was the only way my opponent could have won. That's not what I expected, but then again, if you aren't Dragon Dance, you basically have no out. Well, yeah, if you're not Dragon Dance, you don't have any out, I think. But anyway, thank you all for tuning in to today's episode of VGC 2018 Vector Battles. Not the ending I was expecting. Definitely not the ending I was expecting. But end up pulling out, I think... we go in this episode. I think we go in this episode? 2? Did we go 1-1? I can't remember. My memory is blank. Because I was like trying to comprehend. No Mimikyu, no Blaziken. Just ended up pulling out a win. So thank you all for tuning in to today's episode of the Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon Singles Battle Spot series. If you did like it, please leave a like down below. It shows your support, so as you can check out the rest of my stuff down below in the description, such as my social medias, the side series, and all that good stuff will be linked in the description down below. Next week we will be having a little bit of a break from Singles Battle Spot, as we'll be playing in the online competition, the Ultra Kalos Classic. So if you do want to follow that journey, do not worry. And do not worry, Singles fans, as we do, it's only for a week, and it's pretty much very similar to Battle Spot. There's a lot of Pokemon. I mean, it's basically Singles Battle Spot without Tapus, Mimikyu, and Ultra Beast, which is pretty nice. Well, I guess there's a few more differences. There's no Landorus T either, but yeah, it should be pretty fun nonetheless. Should be fun online competition. That'll be uploaded every single day for the next week, and then we'll resume Singles Battle Spot again on next Sunday. Otherwise, thank you for tuning in. Have a great day, people, and until we battle again, I'll catch you all later.